With everything going on in the world, people need to be uplifted. They need something that promotes character, creativity, confidence, and joy. The GRN show is not just an average talk show. The topics are powerful and will make you think. Join me on this journey to be informed, to relate, to connect, and to evolve. Good evening and welcome to the GRN show. My name is Ruiz-Nicolas and I will be your host. According to the federal government, Hispanic or Latino as they call, are defined as people who are of origin from Cuba, Mexico, Puerto Rico, South and Central America, regardless of race, because you find Hispanic and Latinos, there is a gamut of shades. So it's a very diverse group of people. So the 2020 census, however, indicates that there is a growth taking place throughout the nation. 18.9% of our population are Hispanic. And from a business standpoint, business owned by Latinos now represent 25% of all businesses in the United States. So our guest today is someone that I admire greatly. We have a great time when we get together, and her name is Liza Erezo. She's a principal of the Broward County Latin Entrepreneur. And as we celebrate National Hispanic Heritage Month, I could not think of a better way to highlight some of the work that Liza and her husband Raul do. And I like what they do because they really they serve as a bridge to the different community. And in South Florida, we're very diverse. So when you go to one of the networking events, which are generally on a monthly basis, you find politicians, you find primarily business owners and other individuals who feel the need to really connect and to network. Another aspect of the work that they do is a podcast. And the podcast, having been one of the guests as well, I think it's an amazing way to connect people. So Liza, good evening and welcome for all the wonderful things that you do.
Thank you for this invitation. I am honored to be here with you. We really enjoy what we do and we do it from the heart. So thank you.
Excellent. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, Liza, just a brief introduction.
Well, my name is Liza Erezo. I am the president of Broward County Latin Entrepreneurs, and that is my evening job, my weekend job, my day job, full-time job is I am a patient advocate for seniors, and I assist seniors with resources that they need in the community.
So and that's one of the things I enjoy about coming to your events. You find seniors, you find young people, and it's really refreshing where you really meet gamuts of people from all age group, from all ethnic background. So it's always a celebration. So Liza, as your brainchild, the Broward County Latin Entrepreneur, BCLE, tell me how it came about.
Well, BCLE started when Maria happened in Puerto Rico. Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico, and it was really, really bad. And myself and a group of other Hispanics, Puerto Ricans from Puerto Rico, decided to come together and start this organization. Two of my friends, Janet Montalvo and Wendy Otero, we sat down in a diner and we came up with the name, and we started from there saying, okay, how are we going to help Puerto Rico? And we actually did. We sent 3 cargoes of supplies to Puerto Rico. We did fundraiser. We had a Latin fundraiser, salsa actually, and just collecting and sending to Puerto Rico.
Awesome, awesome. And now with the new hurricane, are you guys doing anything at all? How can the community help?
Right now, I started getting calls. There's so many different organizations right now collecting and doing things. So what BCL is probably going to do, I've been thinking about it, and I want to help them the best way I can. So I will probably be directing a lot of the people that call to make donations to an organization in Puerto Rico. I have family, and I know that it's going to go straight to where it needs to go. And that'll be the best way I can help them.
Got it, got it. Well, please let us know so we can put the word out there.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
So we have the wonderful networking event that takes place on a monthly basis. You provide hors d'oeuvres and it's a cash bar. Wonderful. And last time we had salsa, we danced, the DJ, and everyone had a great time. So, and then you have the podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which came first and why?
Okay. The way we really structured and the way we've been growing is because we started first with we started doing workshops in the office. That's how it originally started. And then we started with the workshops. We started to do hors d'oeuvres in the office and having people come and speak of their products. And then it got bigger. And then we decided to do printing and promotional. So we started doing that from the office. And then we were like, okay, so how else do we help business owners? How else can we get people connected so that they can succeed? And that's where we started the podcast. And Raul is the one who handles all aspects of that. He's the event coordinator. He's the one that does the podcast. He does the mixes. And when we do our networking events, we never end the evening without dancing. That is one of my must. So this last one, we had a really good time. We had people that didn't want to leave. The venues told us we got to go, and they just keep on going. So, and like you said, it is very diverse, and I make it that way on purpose. Mm-hmm. I want everybody, though it says Latin entrepreneurs, it's for everybody.
Yes, and I think that's one of the wonderful aspects of the networking. And even while I was there last time, I was able to connect with Chen, which is one of your sponsors. And I'm hoping down the road we'll be doing some business together to get the word out, particularly now as we get into open enrollment. So there's always great connection. There are always great connections.
And that's one of the main reasons that I do it, because of the connections. It has been so successful on the connections and the networking that, to me, I feel that that's what's working. I am where I am today because of networking and because of being out there and going to different organizations. So it works.
Okay, great. Well, we're going to take a quick pause. We're going to take a commercial pause and we'll be right back.
Plenty of job openings these days, but there are very few callings. Your community's youngest children need you. Apply for a career in childcare today.
Log on to childcarecareers.org to learn more.
Haïtien qui a vivre dans Oakland Park. L'arrivée pour nous gagner Haïtien comme city commissionnaire. Mardi qui a 8 novembre 2022. Nous allons voter Dr. Kedne Maxime. Il a plus de 40 ans depuis la vivre dans Oakland Park. Il a besoin de nous douleur nous. Gâteau à séparer nous pas connaît. Nous pas de représentant. Problème caille dans nous. Si nous pas capable de joindre aide pour aller dans collège. Gen nous qui gen maman nous papa nous qui fin grand monde, nous pas capable de joindre aide pour yo. Agenda Dr. Kedne Maxime non, c'est taper dans sauce. Voter Dr. Kedne Maxime pour nous capable de joindre nous changement. Nous payer taxe même déjà tout le monde. Yo humilié nous en bas coup de zago cheval dans canal de l'eau manan. Tout le monde de l'eau dans les yeux. Yo pas capable de tirer fierté 1804 noir. Depuis nous voter bonheur, nous pral faire toute carte de vote tourner zago cheval pour nous piler autour. Mardi qui a 8 novembre 2022, nous pral voter docteur Kedner Maxime. Pour information, appelez au 954 397 40 40.
Political advertising paid and approved by Dr. Kidney Maxim.
We are back celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month, and our special guest this evening is Liza Erezo. Liza, we were talking about how much fun your events are and how diverse they are. So tell me, how do you reach out? How do you have a, I don't know, a list? How do you reach out and let people know about the event?
Well, our first thing is our mailing list. We have a large database, and we send out emails. And now we started sending, we're getting different sponsors to come on board, and we put them on the emails to advertise their business also. But I do a lot of networking, and I'm involved in a lot of different organizations. I was Hispanic Woman of Distinction in 2016.
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you. I work and collaborate a lot with the Broward County Bar Association, the Hispanic Bar Association, the Puerto Rican Chamber of Commerce, the area aging in Broward County. So I do a lot of networking and collaborating with different organizations. So from one person, it goes to the next person. And before you know it, I have people calling me and texting me, when's your next event? When are we going to do it? It is a lot of networking, and in our database, we have a very large database. So
excellent. And obviously that continues to grow, because it looks like every time I go, there are new groups of people and so forth. So, but tell me, I guess you started back with the Hurricane Maria. And when was that?
It was Maria happened in August of 2017. And we started BCLE in around September, October of 2017.
Wow, 5 years already.
Yes, ma'am.
5 years already. Congratulations. And in those 5 years, give us a little bit of a timeline, how you've seen it grow, and tell me, what do you like the most about this particular project?
The way that I've seen it grow is by the people that have come to me, that have said to me, you know what, Liza, because of you, I was able to open a business. Because of you, I was able to take a workshop. Because of you, I met someone that connected me to someone else. And it's been by growing, by people talking, by people connecting with each other, that's how BCLE is really growing. And it is the interaction. What I personally love the most is being able to connect one person with someone that I know that they're going to need in their business, or giving them a workshop, or referring them to somebody that I know that is going to help them. And that's where I get my pleasure from, honestly. I'm a people person. I love meeting different people and just helping. That's my gift, I guess.
And perhaps that's the connection, because I too love to help people. And no matter how tired I am, Liza, once I get around people, it's like the energy is there. So I think from what I'm hearing, you too, you get your energy from being around people.
Yes, I do. I honestly, sometimes I come home and I'm exhausted, but I'm like, okay, I have to go do this. I got to go take care of this. I got to send an email. I got to connect this one with that. Like today, right now, after I get off the podcast with you, I'm going to go and I have to find some aids for my friend who's looking for aids for her mom who has Alzheimer's. So I'll send her some aids, and just make sure that anybody that needs assistance, they get it.
How do you tell us a little bit about your family life? Because how do you wear all these hats? And perhaps maybe it may be challenging. Tell us a little bit, how do you balance it all? Because you do have a full-time job as well.
I do have a full-time job. I don't have little children. That is my biggest reason for doing what I do. I have 2 grown children and 3 grandchildren. And because it's just me and Raul, we get to do what we do. You know, I work full time, but then when I come home, I do a little bit of work and then I leave it. And then on the weekends, I take time for myself, do a
Good
little
for
bit
you.
of work. And, you know, it's a matter of balancing your life, honestly. Go out with friends, go out with family. So yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. No.
Because you mentioned you are part of all these different organizations, so it could be challenging, I imagine. And talking about challenges, what are the challenges you have encountered and lessons learned with the BCLE?
Some of the challenges that I still go through today is finding sponsors. I'll have an event, sponsors that are there or people that are there. I want to sponsor, I want to be a speaker. We reach out to them and they can't for whatever reason. It's either the date or they're committed or sponsors is a big challenge at times. The other challenge we have is with the venues, RSVPs. I like people to RSVP, and the reason I like people to RSVP is because my events are free and I provide appetizers. And I like to make sure that when my guests come, there's enough to go around. So that's the reason for the RSVP. But it doesn't work anyway. People still come and it doesn't bother me. Just come, the more the merrier. We have a good time anyway. Some of the other challenges that I would say is right now we're working from home. That's a big challenge for us. When COVID happened, we had to close the office. So now I am working from home and I am looking for an office again. So working from home is a little bit challenging.
I see. And since you've mentioned one of the challenges is finding sponsors, tell us, what does it entail to be a sponsor?
Well, with the sponsor, there's a sponsorship fee, and that fee is really to pay for either the appetizers, raffles, to keep the business going, actually. You know, the operations side of it. And it's not that I'm making millions of dollars, because I'm not. A lot of this comes from my heart and a lot of this comes from hard work. But it is challenging sometimes with the getting of the sponsors and making sure that I have the funds to do what I do.
Let's say we have, I apologize. What I wanted to ask is, I imagine there may be other entrepreneurs watching this show. And they may want to say, okay, how do we sponsor? And do you have a list of different sponsorship levels? Let's just, because I definitely would encourage someone to really participate in the networking events that you have. So to our business owners, if you're speaking with them, what do they do?
Well, if they want to be a sponsor, they can send me an email to info@bcle.biz. The sponsorship ranges, they start at $350 and we go up to $500. The sponsors get to speak. We always have a keynote sponsor, and that's probably usually the person that sponsors the most. That'll be the keynote speaker, and we advertise their business when we send out our email. We put it on our website. We have a professional photographer at every event, so the pictures go on to the website, and everybody could go onto the website and download their pictures. So in a few days, you'll see your pictures up there, and you can go download them from the event. So yeah.
Excellent. So what do you see in the future of BCLE? Let's say you started, it's already 5 years. And another 5 years will go very quickly. Where do you want to go with BCLE from a standpoint of the networking events as well as the podcast that you broadcast?
For the next few years, where I see BCLE is opening a hub where I can have new entrepreneurs or people that are even thinking about starting a business come to. I would like to do a large convention for new entrepreneurs and get business people that have been in the business for years that'll be able to tell them what the challenges are, what they need to do, what they shouldn't do, what they could do.
Mhm.
That's very important. And though there's a lot of organizations that do that, you do business with who you feel comfortable. It's always business is who you like and who you feel comfortable with. And sometimes myself, I learned pretty much operation side, the marketing side, it's been through hands-on and meeting people that really took the time to say, you know what, I want to help you. How can I help you?
Mhm. Mhm.
So yeah, for the future, I see a hub, I see convention, I see maybe doing a division in Puerto Rico, maybe in other cities, but BCLE is definitely going to grow. It ain't going nowhere.
Great. Well, I think those are great ideas, and I'm sure that, in the future, there may be other partners who may want to do this with you, because I certainly think it is worthwhile. And what I'm finding is, you're right, it's all about relationships. And but also, I think there are a lot of partnerships that evolve. It could be, I sell this product and you sell this one, and together we can really create this magnificent, whether it's an online store or whatever. But I think it is important to highlight the importance of those relationships and partnerships, because
And I welcome,
sometimes, yeah.
I'm sorry, excuse me. I welcome them with our JK. JK's our photographer. BCLE and JK, Trini Photography, we barter. He does the photography, we promote his business. He's gotten
That's awesome.
so much business by doing that. Now I have a clothesline, Astrid Consulting. She was there with her beautiful outfits. So she's going to partner with us now. So I always encourage people to call me if they want to partner, if they want to collaborate. I am open. And it doesn't have to be Latin. Like I said, it is Broward County Latin entrepreneurs, but to me, I'm open to everybody. We're all the same. To me, I feel we are all the same. So
that is correct. That is correct. Now, the podcast, we didn't talk a lot about it. And I know Raul had interviewed me a few months ago when I was running. Tell us about that, and who listens, and how should one listen?
Raul does his podcast. He picks the people that he's going to do the podcasts with, or who he's going to interview rather, and then he'll go on and put it on his YouTube channel, or Broward County's YouTube channel. Or we do Spotify also. And he handles, like I said, he does all that part I don't even want to know about.
Yeah, you have enough on your hand.
I am not tech savvy.
Okay.
Definitely not tech savvy, but the podcast, he does a really good job with it. So I leave that up to him. But yeah, it is his YouTube, BCLE's YouTube channel, and Spotify.
Okay, very good. Well, Liza, I am so thankful that you could join us this evening. Keep up the great work, because I truly believe both the networking event as well as the podcast are great ways for people to connect. And it's all about developing relationships and connecting. So on this National Hispanic Heritage Month, thank you so much. We celebrate the Hispanic community, and definitely we'll bring you back, and we want to hear more about what BCLE is doing. And to you, my viewers who are listening, Liza, give them again the best email to reach you should they want to either sponsor or come to an event.
The best email address is info@bcle.biz. The office phone number is 954-840-8900. And I thank you for this opportunity to be on your show, because honestly, it is an honor. So thank you.
The honor is mine, Liza. Keep up the good work, and we'll see you soon. I'm sure we will see each other at one of the upcoming networking events.
Most definitely.
All right. Have a great evening.
Likewise, again, thank you. And be safe. We got this.
Thank you. You too.
If you're ready for meaningful transformational work, the children in your community are ready for you too. Apply for a career in childcare today.
Log on to childcarecareers.org to learn more.
I'm an advocate, small business owner, precinct committee woman, and a mom. Our community needs a servant leader that will amplify all voices. On November 8th, I humbly ask for your vote for Fort Lauderdale City Commission, District 3. Political advertisement paid for and approved by Yvette DuBose, nonpartisan for Fort Lauderdale City Commission, District 3.
Celebrating the diversity in our community, particularly among businesses, is one of the ways we can work together to boost our economy. And Liza is dedicated towards ensuring we are connecting, and they're connecting people with one another, businesses, not only through her networking event, but also through her podcast. So it's a great way to get to know one another. I have been a guest at both their podcasts as well as a networking event, so it is worthwhile. And if you want to attend one of her events, you can always email her or call her on the number she's indicated, so you won't regret it. So with that, once again, let's celebrate the diversity in our community. And I want to thank you, my viewers, for joining us this evening. We also post our videos on our YouTube channel as well as on Facebook. So like and share as you can. And that's how the information really is shared with other people. So with that, I want to say good evening and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. God bless.